Welcome to another episode of Thrasher Opera House Presents. How you doing today, Riley?
I'm doing as well as anyone could possibly do.
On this rainy day.
That's right. It's dry in here.
I feel like it always rains this week in June, but now I just sound like I read the Farmer's Almanac. I don't, but it's only because it's the week before my birthday, so I feel like I've always had, like one time there was a flood the week before my birthday. So that's why I remember.
Oh, sure. That would have been 2008.
Yeah, it was my 21st birthday. I was so mad nobody could come party with me. They were all had to stay away because of the flood. But good memory, 2008. Yeah, so here we are this week. We just wrapped up a full weekend last weekend, not of shows. Saturday we had a brat fry. Lots of folks came out, so if you were one of them, thank you. And then Sunday, we had Green Lake celebrated 175 years. So there was a big to-do downtown in the park, and Thrasher, of course, being one of the historical buildings in town, I really wanted to be open and give people tours. There's a lot of history here that people don't know. There's a lot of history that I am learning all the time. And it was really fun because Robbie and I gave the tours together. So if you saw the episode of Robbie, if you didn't see it, go back on YouTube and find it.
That's right. Go watch that one.
Because it is an entertaining episode. But there were a couple things that I learned on the tour from him that I hadn't heard before. So always learning something new about this place.
That's how Robbie is. He saved that for just such an emergency.
Well, after working here or working in the building, on the building, in every aspect of this building for over 20 years, I mean, how possible, you got a lot up in there, you know? So. He
knows the building. Yeah.
I didn't know this. There are skid marks on the floor still, even after they redid it. It's the original floor from where people were parking their boats when this place was a storage unit, essentially. And so if you look on the entire floor, you can see all these skid marks leading towards where the big garage door used to be. And I guess I've noticed marks on the floor, but I never connected it with that part of its history.
Well, those marks are obscured by the chairs that are there when we have shows, and whenever the chairs are always there.
Yeah, the floor is so full of so many stories. There's also these little holes in the floor that were plugged, and that was from when the building was Fabrico and the sewing machines were stuck to the floor. And to plug those holes, they actually took parts of the original floor that were hidden under the stage to make the plugs. So it is a completely original floor. That was something I didn't know before Sunday's tour. And there was something else about the floor. I'll think of it, but...
Is it the way that it's laid out?
Yeah, he called it a herringbone pattern.
Yes.
Because it's you knew that? It's a square. Some floor pieces are running this way, some are running this way.
45s out from the center.
Yeah, I love the floor. It makes setting the chairs really easy. I don't know if people know this, but every week we reset the chairs, and it's not just like me eyeballing it. I'm out there with a ruler measuring.
She is, people. You should see this.
I love it when people try to help. I'm like, just don't worry about it. If you don't measure it right, then it all gets messed up and you got to start over. So, but the floor, because it is so symmetrical everywhere, is a really helpful measuring tool itself. So I love that floor.
And it helps us set the stage sometimes too, because the center of the herringbone pattern is a handy gauge for the center of the stage. Sometimes it's a little misleading when you're on the stage where the center might be.
Sure.
To me, it always seems like farther to stage right is the center than it actually is.
It's like they knew what they were doing when they built this stuff in 1910. It all matches up. So anyway, what I wanted to get across is we have a wonderful historic display up in our gallery at the moment. We didn't want to take it down after Sunday, so we didn't. It's still up. Folks can check it out if they're coming to any of the weekend's events this coming weekend. We've got a Green Lake Festival of Music show, concert on Friday night. And
the season opener for them.
The season opener. And then on Saturday night, we will be hosting the Suffers for the very first time.
The Suffers are a really exciting looking band. They're
Dude.
going to bring horns. They're going to bring R&B energy. They're going to bring some stuff.
It's going to be a really great show. I feel bad. It's a tough weekend to book because it's the beginning of summer and there's a lot of stuff going on in our town, in neighboring towns, in the music world, in the non-music world, graduation parties, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't think as many people are going to be at the show as we would normally expect, like if we would have booked them in February or something like that. But we just work with what we got. And so we're going to actually set the room up cocktail style.
Ooh.
So that people can sit at cocktail tables and get a little bit different of an experience.
That'll be a little bit of a juxtaposition with cocktail style for a show like The Suffers.
I think it's perfect. I think that's how you want to see the Suffers, you know, not necessarily sitting in a row.
Well, right, not airline style.
It'll be nice for people to be able to somewhat socialize while they're watching this awesome band. So I think the universe was like cocktail seating for the Suffers. That's what you want. It'll be more fun.
Well, this band has had a great deal of success. They're knocking on the door of stardom. They've been up there scratching around a little bit. And they have so much energy and so much excitement coming off the stage that you would think it's going to happen for them sooner or later.
Yeah.
They're up there. They're prepared. The material's there, the enthusiasm, the talent level. It just needs the right opportunity. Yeah.
It'll be another case of, I saw them at Thrasher when, before they hit that big moment. Their lead singer, Cam, I was able to sit down with her and have an interview. You can find that on our YouTube channel or on Spotify. I actually talked with her probably a month or more ago. So we were talking about like cold weather and stuff. But
it's kind of cold today.
It was her birthday yesterday.
Was it?
So she gets to spend her birthday week at Thrasher.
Is she the same age as you?
I don't know. I don't know how old she is.
Okay.
I would assume younger. But anyway, I think I want to have a little something special for her in the green room, like a birthday card or
great idea.
Something.
Great idea.
Because, we're a small place and we can do stuff like that.
Right. And then when they travel far away and come to this little town, it makes it nice.
Yeah. Now, hopefully she doesn't listen to this and spoil the surprise, but if she does, oh well. So that's what we got coming up this weekend. I think if you haven't made plans for the weekend and you're looking for something to do, of course you have lots of options, but just know that there's this unique setting happening at Thrasher. We don't do it all the time, but when we can, we do. The people who will be at the show will absolutely love it and have a blast, and we can't wait.
It's going to be great for everyone.
Indeed. Until next time, Riley.